Hello everybody and welcome to Stormy Coasters. In today's video, I'll be telling you how to greatly improve your experience at Holiday World. This will include what rides you should ride and in what order, what time you should ride at the park, and extra tips that you can use in order to be able to have the best time ever at this great amusement park. Jumping right in, you should be arriving at the park about 30 minutes to an hour before the park opening. The park opens on 10 a.m. every day except on Halloween weekends whenever it opens at 11 a.m. Make sure to look at the website to double check their hours, and make sure to check it the day that you're planning to go, as they may change or update the calendar without notice. Anyways, since the opening is at 10:30, you should try to get there by 9:30. This will give you time to put your sunscreen on and do everything else before you're getting in to the line of the park. And by the way, parking is free. Make sure you get in line as fast as you possibly can after you're done getting ready from your car, as that line can get a bit long. Something that you're going to want to do in advance is buy your ticket online. This will save you quite a bit of time and a bit of money at the park. So once you're in the park, head straight towards the Voyage, as it will hardly have a line. Ride that a couple of times before headed over to Thunderbird, the launched wing coaster. These coasters rarely get more than a 10 or 20 minute line, and especially if you do these first thing in the morning. While you're at it, you should ride Gulliver Getaway as well, as it can get an extremely long line later in the day. Spend about an hour doing those 3 attractions before the crowd starts kicking in. And by now, you're probably a bit thirsty, so make sure to take advantage of Holiday World's free soft drinks. Anyways, by now it's probably about 11 o'clock a.m., maybe a little bit earlier, and the water park is about to open. Make sure to start getting your swimming clothes on by 10:55 a.m., that way you're ready to get in the water park by the time it opens. The first ride you're going to want to ride in that water park is going to be Mammoth, and it is the furthest water slide away from the water park entrances. It shouldn't have too long of a line at that current time, but it will get pretty long later in the day. That's why you're going to want to ride it right when the water park opens. Anyways, right after Mammoth, ride the water coaster right next to it, which is Wildebeest. This also will have a long line later in the day, but shouldn't have too long of a line, assuming that you go right after riding Mammoth. Anyways, head straight to Cheetah Chase and go on a couple of times for that. I'm not sure exactly how long this line is going to be at this time, as I never got to ride it. By now it's probably around 1 o'clock p.m., and lunchtime is probably about over, so you should go grab lunch now when there's almost no waits to get lunch. I definitely recommend eating at Plymouth Rock Cafe, as it's most likely to have a shorter line than the restaurants in Splash and Safari. And it's, right next to Splash and Safari, so you won't have to walk too far. Make sure to not take that long to eat. At maximum, you should take 45 minutes to eat in this restaurant. Head back out to Splash and Safari, and by now all of the slides probably have equal wait times, so you can slide down whatever you want. I should tell you that the line for Jungle Racer will most likely be the shortest line of the water park, as it's higher capacity than the other slides in the water park. So, yep. That's one reason. Anyways, you should be exiting the water park around 3, and then the dry park, you should have almost nobody there, so you'll be able to ride almost as much as you want. I'd recommend going toward Halloween section and riding the Legend and the Raven, then ride the flat rides of Halloween section. Next, go on the flat rides and explore some scenery of 4th of July section. Make sure to definitely check out Liberty Launch, as it is an extremely powerful launch drop tower. If you must get all of the roller coaster credits in the park, then go and ride the Howler. From now on in the park, just avoid the water park or water rides, as that part of the park will be extremely crowded. do whatever you want in the dry park. Anyways, you should be eating dinner around 7 o'clock p.m. and make sure that you don't pass 7:30 p.m. whenever you're eating dinner. The park closes at 8 o'clock on the average day, so get a couple more rides on your favorite ride after you eat, and then the park closes. Make sure to check the calendar because they might stay open later, and for Halloween weekends, they close a little bit sooner. Something that I'd recommend is avoiding riding Frightful Falls, the park's log flume, as it can get extremely long lines. Another thing I'd say you should avoid is most weekends. And definitely go on a day that is supposed to rain or storm for just a couple of hours. This will wash those crowds out and almost nobody will be in lines of the park. So you will be able to ride almost anything you want, whenever you want, with almost no wait. Anyways, I'd also recommend going on a holiday, such as Father's Day or Mother's Day, even though they are on a weekend. But those lines on those days are so short, so you'll hardly have to wait at all. I'm not sure about Labor Day and Memorial Day, though. If you get rained out, the park offers rain checks where you can get back into the park another day from when it started raining or thundering. If the whole park shuts down, take advantage of this. It will save you a lot of money. Also, make sure to eat a big breakfast before you go to the park. That way you don't get hungry for lunch and end up waiting in the long lunch lines. Again, you'll want to eat lunch around 1 p.m. and dinner around 7 p.m. Anyways, if you combine all of these tips, you will save a lot of time, a bit of money, and you will have an overall better experience. I hope you found this video useful. If you found this video useful, please subscribe to this channel and like this video. Comment below if you have any other tips to visit Holiday World, and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye, everybody.